Hi everybody. So part of my video blogging is not just talking about fitness and nutrition, although it's a huge part of it. Part of it is also me allowing myself to talk about personal issues and talk about things that I see or my opinions or things that I just kind of want to rant about. And part of that is so that you can kind of get to know me as a person as well as a professional, and also because you might actually relate to some things I'm saying. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on social media, especially YouTube, there is a kid who has kind of become pretty famous. His name is Brendan Jordan, and you might have seen his videos. One of his videos, he's actually in the audience behind a newscaster, and he's voguing, and he's dancing, and he's kind of doing his thing, and totally confident with himself, totally, doing his thing, whether people, hate on him or not. And, quite frankly, I really admire him as a kid because he's obviously more flamboyant than a lot of kids his age. Probably is gay. Hasn't necessarily talked about it, but he definitely acts in a way that would make you think that. But he's very confident with himself, and he is himself, and he is his own person, and that's what he puts forth to the world. He's not fake. And, it's funny because when I watched his videos the first time, I had this immediate kind of like negative reaction, kind of like a resistance to it. And kind of what I realized is, wow, I'm actually jealous of this kid. Because when you think about it, this kid has so much self-confidence. He loves himself. He loves who he is. And he does nothing but put himself out there to the world. And his family is 100% supportive of that. And the reason why I think I was jealous of that is I didn't get that. When I, came out as being gay, I got a lot of rejection. And I got a lot of resistance. And, my family to this day still doesn't talk to me. So I think for me it was like, wow, I'm judgmental. I'm very jealous of that. And that jealousy led me to want to be judgmental. It took me to a place inside that was judgmental and almost prejudice. And so I had to check myself and say, whoa. This kid is very similar to me in a lot of ways, and I think it's commendable that his parents are so supportive of him being himself. That's what parenting should be. Parents really should be supporting their kids no matter who their kid is as a person, because we're all beautiful. And so, it really caused me to think and realize that, wow, I have so much in common with this kid, and yet in my mind I'm tearing him down, which really isn't fair. And it really caused me to realize that in a lot of communities where there's either the people themselves are different or their lifestyle is different, sometimes the internal prejudice can be so much stronger than what's being put on them by outside groups. And I think as a gay community, it's very easy for us to look at someone like Brendan Jordan and think, what's wrong with this kid? Why is this kid so flamboyant? And get really, really judgmental over him, instead of looking at it as such a beautiful example of what a family should be and what a kid should be. A kid should be themselves. They shouldn't be worried about what other people think of them. A kid should be able to just act and be themselves. And so that's just kind of what I wanted to say, is I think that in all communities, not just the gay community, but in all social groups and ethnic groups and lifestyle groups, I think that we need to understand that it starts with self-love, and that self-love of other people that belong with us also starts within ourselves. And if we love ourselves, we're not going to go out and judge other people. We're actually going to encourage people to be themselves. So I would like you guys to really learn to love yourselves. It's been a journey that I've struggled with. I still at times don't love myself and don't love who I am, and I have to work on it constantly. And it's something that I'll probably have to work on for a very long time before I'm at the level where I feel like I'm really happy with myself, which is okay, and we're not all perfect. But I'd like you guys to, if you don't love yourselves, I would really like you to start working on it, because you're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of years being miserable and hating on other people and attracting a lot of negative energy that doesn't need to be there. That's all I wanted to say tonight. If you like my videos, feel free to follow me on Facebook at Fitness with Philip Bondi. That's Philip with one L. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's Fitness with Philip Bondi as well. And you can also check out my website, which is www.bfitfresno.com. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on posting not only fitness videos, but also social videos too, and any chance to air my opinion. So thank you so much for watching, and until I see you guys again, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.